I have been selling this book, Zanazli and Wan Chun Hong's Guide to Indie Filmmaking, which is published by MPH for a while now. It's a really good book if you want to be a filmmaker, whether it's for YouTube, social media, TV, film, cinema, whatever. This is the book to get. I'm going to make it more accessible and more affordable to all of you because I believe that everybody needs to become a filmmaker. The more filmmakers we have in the world, I think this world will be a better place to live in. Now it's available as an electronic book download on my website. I'm going to link it here. It's really cheap, it's really affordable. It's only 5 ringgit if you want to get the ebook version. Okay, 5 ringgit. It doesn't really cost much, right? It's just a little bit of something for me. I mean, it did take a lot of work to write. Each chapter of this book talks about one part of the filmmaking process. And for each chapter as well, I interview a local filmmaker. It's only 5 ringgit. It's only 5 ringgit. Okay, so you're watching and listening to the Fat Bidin Film Club, and I'm assuming I'm Zain Azli. Every week we watch a local film and we review it. And this week
we watch 2 films.
This week, yeah, we will watch a film, but one video per film. Okay, so we're actually at the Pesta Film Kota Baru. Right, and we're going to review a couple of the Malaysian films here, which will be in the cinema soon. Right, so the first one we're going to be reviewing is Tafakur, which is directed by Faizal Azizuddin, the Azizuddin brothers. Right, so yes. Okay, so we watched Tafakur by Faizal Azizuddin or the Azizuddin brothers. It's got to be made clear that we watched it at we were invited to the premiere at Mid Valley, but before that we had also gone to the Pesta Film Kota Baru in Kota Baru, and the film was actually showing there as well, and Faizal was also there, and we decided to watch it there instead lah. And also because we were in an 11-hour drive back home from Kota Baru to KL, so we kind of missed the Mid Valley premiere. But it's a good thing that we saw it at the festival.
Yes, if not you wouldn't be able to have this review right now.
Yes, we really like the festival. I like the festival. The festival's really nice. It's a very community, punk rock, DIY kind of festival. And being there the entire time was a lot of fun. The people were a lot of fun. The films were a lot of fun. It was very nice lah, It's a nice small community festival that has kind of like motivated me to actually look at films and like thinking about it as fun again. So everybody should go to this film festival, but maybe not because there were too many people. Then not nice.
They're not fun already.
Macam penyondol dari neraka, macam tu. Sebab itu tema cerita dia juga kan.
Okay, terima kasih Ami. Maaf saya punya BM kurang sikit tapi saya cubalah. Okay. Tafakur memang tajuk asal saya punya mak bagi. So memang dia punya tajuk Gen X sikit, boomer sikit. Tapi saya suka pasal tak pernah ada filem yang ada tajuk Tafakur.
Tapi dalam filem ni siapa yang bertafakur sebenarnya? Dalam semua watak ni siapa yang
mainly it's for the audience untuk bertafakur.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Lokman, macam mana dapat tawaran untuk filem ni? Sebab kita kenal Lokman dari Ola Bola kan. So Ola Bola tu filem yang mahal dan berskala besar. So bila dapat tawaran ni, adakah rasa macam terhina sebab dia
tak pernah ada term terhina lah dalam rezeki yang diberikan. Jadi before that, Assalamualaikum, saya Rahman Hafiz, bukan seorang Datuk Seri dan memiliki 2 wife yang ada mental disorder yang somehow dia pun effect lelaki dia pun dah sikit mental dah kan. Orang gaji pun mental, semua orang mental lah dalam cerita ni. But basically if you saw the film, if you saw the ending credits, walaupun sebenarnya banyak orang buat multiple roles, right? Semuanya berjiwa besar untuk menghasilkan satu filem. Walaupun kita banyak limitation, tapi we try our best, right? and hopefully you guys yang penonton hari ni rasa enjoy. For the questions, I would say that I was waiting for this kind of piece lah, because the plot is creative. We macam assemble all the clues to put it in together. So bila ada puzzles to the audience, is something yang I'm happy to see. And macam the director Isaf kata, memang kita tafakur kejap lah tadi ni apa benda yang jadi ni kan. So I think the presentation itself helps the audience to feel that, and hopefully yang menonton pada hari ni enjoy. And if you want a better experience, go to the cinema. We encourage that. For that, the cinematic punya experience tu kita akan dapat lagi immerse lah.
But yeah, okay, so
anyway,
what's Tafakur about? This is their number what film?
I don't even remember their number one film. Maybe their fifth? No.
They made a lot of films
They've
already
made a few
and we have seen all their films from the start.
Yes.
Right?
I feel like it's their fifth. Anyway,
Maybe lah.
yeah. We really like, I think we've mentioned it many times that we really like the Fisk Productions films because they are made with a lot of heart from the beginning to the end.
I think it's called Fisk.
Fisk? Is it
Yes.
Fisk or Fisk?
Because everybody calls Faisal Fai.
Yeah, but his brother is Iskandar.
So Fisk. Fisk.
Oh, maybe you'll let us know how to pronounce this. Anyway, we like their films. And yeah, we've been watching them since Suraya, which was their first like cinematic release film, until now. So it's been a few years already, I think, actually.
Several years. When they were small kids to now they are grown men.
They were never small kids, okay?
Look, they're all small kids to me.
No lah.
No, not just Faisal and Iskandar, but everyone. They're all small kids to me because I'm so old.
They're not much younger than you actually, but okay. Anyway, we like them. We like their films. This film is about. So it was a world premiere in Kota Baru, which is a very interesting place to have a world premiere. So I really like that as well.
Yeah, I don't know what it means, world premiere.
It means it's the first time
I
the film
understand,
is
but
being released into the world.
Yeah, but
and like, why would you release your film in the world for the first time in Kota Baru? Like that's
no,
I don't know.
I don't get that concept of film festivals wanting to be the world premiere lah, Asian premiere lah, European
yeah,
premiere
which is
lah.
why I really like this. I really like that.
Yeah,
it was like,
because
oh, world
it's like
premiere, but in
suka
Kota
hati
Baru,
lah,
in
yeah.
a Hokkien.
The actual premiere would be right
Geylang
after the
Persatuan.
editing.
Anyway,
You know?
anyway, so the film is about this couple. It's specifically about this lady, Ella, and her husband, Lan, and it centers around like how Ella is sick, and she needs to take medication. But the medication, we're not sure if it's her illness that makes her kind of like paranoid, or if it's the medication that's making her paranoid. But basically, she starts like she's very paranoid lah. So the first part of the film basically follows her just being like paranoid. Like she cannot find her cat, then she's like, oh, maybe her husband killed her cat. Then she's like, they have a domestic worker at home, and she thinks that this domestic worker is like always saying like things to her, like calling her a stupid girl, calling her an ugly girl, whatever. And this domestic worker is like kind of creepy also lah.
But actually the domestic worker is actually out there to protect her.
Yeah. And then like so then like her husband gets a package, and then like she doesn't want to open the package, and she gets like all these ideas about what might be in the package, and just basically like very paranoid, almost paranoid schizophrenic-ish behavior. But you don't know if she's paranoid because she's sick, or she's paranoid because of the medication that she's being given. And then the film kind of rolls along from there to show you like things that supposedly she's forgotten, but actually has she really forgotten or not forgotten? So there's a lot of tension between this couple, and like kind of like between what is going on and what is really going on. So like that carries out throughout the film lah. Yeah.
Okay.
So what do we think of the film?
Ah.
I think, well, I don't know. We think that this is Fai's best film so far.
Yeah, I mean, because I've always felt that when he makes film, they make films, right? These two of them. Their first film was horrible.
Not the Soraya one, the one even before Soraya was.
Soraya
really,
wasn't very good
terrible.
either, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, I'm a big fan of them because every film after the next just keeps getting better and better and better. It gradually gets better and better and better and better. So it's like every latest film that we watch of theirs, I feel is their best film. And then the next time a new film comes out, that's their best film.
Yeah.
You
So
know?
for now,
Yeah.
this is the best film.
And this is it's actually quite a good film.
Yeah, I think in this one you can really see the maturity of Fai as a director. Usually in the previous ones there are spaces where you can, I don't know if you can really see or detect, but it's like, it's not as tight as it should be. But this one was like quite tight. It could also have been tighter in certain parts, but it was actually quite tight. Especially for me, I felt like the entire first part was like excellent. It was really well done. He had really good control over it. It really kept me at the edge of my seat. I wasn't sure what was happening, and in a good way. It's like I wasn't really sure. Like I said, I wasn't really sure whether she was sick or if the medication was making her sick. Is her husband sabotaging her? Is the maid sabotaging her? What's happening? And I really like that. But then towards the second and third half, it didn't really fall apart exactly, but it kind of got, for me, a little bit messier. And then at the end, it suddenly like sped up to be like it just like it took off in a whole different level of intensity really quickly, and then it was over. So I don't know, the pacing was a bit odd in that sense for me, but I still really like the film because I really like that it was I don't know, it was very interesting because it was, don't know, different. I don't know if different is the word, but it was good lah. It made me very nervous. So generally films that invoke emotions are great for me. And the fact that I was constantly nervous throughout this entire film tells me that it was actually a really good film. And I thought the acting was also very good. The stars of this film is Lukman Hafiz, whom I don't know if most of you know him from other things, but I knew him best from the Malaysian Airlines PSA
And
because he's
Ola
one
Bola.
of the footballers in there.
Because he's also one of the
Because
footballers
of-
from
yeah.
Ola Bola.
And then the lead actress is also one of the co-producers of the film. She actually, I thought, acted really well. There isn't a lot of chemistry between the two of them, but I think that that's how it's supposed to be. And that's why it kind of worked, you know, like this kind of, it's not even awkwardness, you know, it's just that you can really tell that the guy doesn't really want to be there. But, you know, and yet he's still there. And then she's like, I don't really know, like, I think she feels like he is gaslighting her, but also at the same time, she might be losing her mind. So, we're not sure.
Because they keep drugging her, actually.
Yeah, so it was
But
intriguing.
that's a spoiler, is it? If you
I
say
think
that?
no lah. I think it's intriguing. I think the overall, I really liked the film because it was very intriguing, and it was intriguing all the way till the end. And usually I don't like that about films. I like some sort of resolution, but this one, there were so many elements of it that just kind of drew me in like more and more. And even towards the end also, I was like, I still wanted more. You know, I needed to know. But it wasn't so frustrating as when I watch other things that are intriguing. So that's why I liked it.
Yeah, I mean, we all know that Faisal and Azizuddin, they make really mainstream films. Really, really mainstream classicism films. So of course there'll be a resolution. You know, you can't have a classicism film without resolution, right? So it's your standard 3 act structure narrative, nothing that you don't see in the cinemas. It's nothing. There's not much. I don't know. For me, I don't think there's much experimentation there. But that's not a bad thing because, like I said, the films still keep getting better and better and better. And I don't think I can find any fault in this film. I know you say that at the end it's a little bit chaotic for you, but I felt that it was totally fine. I felt that he had very good control of the film. The acting was great. I think all the actors were very good. And you know, this film is not a big film. It's shot in only like one location with only these 3 characters, and every once in a while got some extras come in. You know, it's just these 3, and I think that's why the film seems very tight because it was very manageable for Faisal to direct lah. You know, no. I don't say this in a negative way, you know, but maybe that's his strength because all of the films have been like that.
Yeah.
You know, very minimal, very, you know, the minimum number of actors, minimum number of locations. But like this one, it keeps you in the story. There's nowhere in that story that makes you feel like, oh, tune out after a while, come back later on.
Yeah, you're constantly engaged.
Yeah. And I like the fact that, I mean, it's a play on society also, right? Because of, I feel like the film is also making fun of like Malay culture so much. Not making fun, but more like a criticism or commentary of Malay culture, of how, you know the polygamy issue that comes into play, the fact that the man, the man is always dictating if they can go out, cannot go out, and the women always stay home. How, and then I also enjoy the fact that once there's the 2 wives already, right? How
that's a spoiler, by the way.
Oh, that's a spoiler. It doesn't spoil much. The film's still good, you know. And the manipulation that happens and the backstabbing. Well, not really backstabbing, but manipulation.
There was actual stabbing.
Because in Malaysia or in the Malay culture, manipulation of people is so strong.
Yeah.
It's like people.
Yes.
It's like people always feel that they need to control others, and they make decisions to control others, whether in a marriage or in a friendship or in a family relationship, or or they always feel, even in workplace, right? It's always trying to maintain a certain control. I win, you lose. I win, you lose, and it's shown in this film. Right, I don't know if it was intentional. Are you going to move back? You keep going nearer and nearer the lens, so you'll be out of focus. I hate that about the Malay culture, and this is a criticism of that lah. Because what happens in the end, you all die. You know what I mean? You all die because it's bad behavior, really. You know. So yeah, I thought it was a good film. Now I've got one thing to say. I want to say that this film is way better than M. Night Shyamalan's latest film. Right? Because I feel like,
oh my God.
Because I feel like they're trying to, like Faizal and Azizuddin, they try to make that kind of film lah. I think, very similar to how M. Night Shyamalan handles his films and all that. And this one, I felt I'd rather watch this than M. Night Shyamalan's latest film. So yeah, would you tell people to watch this film?
Yes. I will tell people to watch this film. I think it's a very enjoyable film. It's not the kind of film that is like so art that you need to be like super
It's
highbrow.
not art at all. It's so commercial. Yeah.
That you need to be super highbrow to like
Not at all.
appreciate it. But it's also not mainstream that you need to be like, I don't know, super stupid to understand it.
No, I think it's very mainstream.
I thought that you just really need to. It's intriguing enough to keep you engaged for 2 hours, which is saying a lot for a feature, And the thing that you said about how he only uses like such a small number of cast and crew all the time, it's not actually an easy feat, to have like basically 2 to 3 people carry an entire film, and he manages to do it. And he manages to do it almost every time, And this one I think is the best one yet, which is why I would say yes, everybody should go and watch it.
Yeah. I mean, mainstream doesn't mean stupid, you know. You've got like Godfather, totally
maybe
mainstream,
mainstream is not
but
the
it's
best.
intelligent.
Mainstream is not the
Yeah.
best word, but mass lah. I don't
It
feel
is
like
very mass. Yeah,
I don't
this film
feel
is so
like this
mass.
film is very mass actually.
It's mass in the Hollywood way lah, you know, because we
Yeah.
can't define it in the Malaysian mass because Malaysian mass is different, you know.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. I don't feel that this film is very Malaysian mass, but I still want all Malaysians to go and watch it, or like everybody in general to go and watch it. It's not Malaysian mass. It's thank you. That's what I meant.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
it's classicism lah.
Yeah.
No, not to say no art, but it's not artsy-fartsy lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So watch it.
Yeah,
Watch it.
Go watch it.
It's in the cinemas. It just started yesterday.
I don't know. I don't know
So
when it's being released. Is it released this
yeah,
year?
lah, yeah. By the time the review comes out, it would have been yesterday.
Oh.
So it started yesterday. It's in the cinemas, and you should go watch it and support it and let us know what you think.
Yeah, let us know what you think.
Yes.
And I think everybody should also go pay attention to the Kota Baru Film Festival. Oh, wait, Pesta Film Kota Baru.
Yes, but not so much attention that it becomes.
No lah, I think if the organizers keep to this spirit, no matter how big it grows, it will still have that spirit there lah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's important that they keep to that spirit lah. So, yeah, you know, check it out and maybe next year go. Right? Yeah.
Or support it if you can't go because it's really very fringe. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, let us know what you think.
Let us know what you think.
Like this video, don't like this video, subscribe to our channel, or go to all our social media, follow us on all our social media platforms at Bidin, or go to fatbidin.com to get everything. You've been watching and listening to the Bidin Film Club. I'm assuming I'm Zan Azli.
And I'm Shawib San.